as finally we'll see a Leona get through the draft. And there's Bay's Syndra that we talked about. He's so good at, so well versed on these safe control mages. I mean, looking at this draft here, I think a lot of this is going to go down to how much Krako can make sure that top lane doesn't get out of control. A lot of the pressure is going to be on him if they can get in early.
Very curious about this mid lane. We'll have to wait and see how this one is going to go. I think that certainly it could just turn into... We're not going to hold the top lane counter pick. And Effort goes ahead and picks Leona anyway.
And Nara's been picked a lot early, as we do see actually a nice hook here.
Oh man. Well, Effort's dead. Just like that, first blood. That's going to be a... Yeah. I mean, that's just like... Oh man. Effort, he's a fantastic Leona player.
Scenario where he wins this, and Summit.
Oh. Yeah, we have the teleport coming in, and Peanut actually got turret aggro, so that's a little bit awkward. Doesn't look like Fate is going to follow up with a crazy flash or anything like that.
What color it is.
Oh, we got a nice little trade up here on the top side. Summit has to flash away. The accelerated shock blast is going to sail wide. Looks like he wanted to try to curve those around the minion mist there. Notice the top lane. That gap is also widening pretty largely as they're going to go for the root here onto Effort. Another hook going to come in. The flash available, but they're just trying to trade it back onto Kellen, who does take a ton of damage, but again, Effort has to flash away as Peanut going to have that spear sail wide. Now, we are going to have this Rift Herald put up into the top lane as Rich will look to take an aggressive trade, but that might just mean his doom, as there is really nowhere for him to run. Just going to be taken down as Krako takes that kill. Kellen has to be careful here. That's going to be a pretty late blade coming out there from the Leona, but he's dead, it looks like anyway, as Duckdom, though, trying to come in with the big carry. He's got that crescendum rolling, as Kellen is going to survive as well. Fate jumping in there, trying to make something happen at the end of that one. But another kill. You know, the one-item power spike is coming in here as... Okay, there's my stream back again. The Rift Herald is going to go down, as you may need to take over Wolf. My stream's having a little bit of...
Okay, alright, well, we're going to see Rich isolated here on the side. He's stunned up. He's going to continue to engage and does a bunch of damage there. Effort has to run away. Summit just barely able to escape over the wall. And nobody dying on the side of Live Sandbox here. Bay is down, but everyone's so low health that this is still a 3v3 fight now around the Herald. And we'll smite that away as she's trying to grab it, but I think Krako is going to take it away. Nope, Lantern!
What? Guys, come on! Alright, there he goes. And now they're going to go for a trade. See you later, Kellen. Just going to get blasted in the face there, I suppose. Up. And it looks like we're actually going to fight over this Drake here. Live Sandbox not scared to fight for this one. But this is what I was talking about. This one-item power spike with the poke that they have. Immediately, Root just has 20% health.
Tom was like, yeah, so while you guys are being indecisive, another turret, by the way.
Yeah.
Just going to grab some
third turret of the game.
Yep.
Okay, Ragnarok coming out here a bit late. But again, they're just setting up a concave and saying, okay, I dare you to try to take the Mountain Drake. They're going to take a ton of damage from that mountain. And, of course, the poke that comes in. And another Drake is going to go the way aggro on the Drake. Goes back to the side of Nongshim. Going to leash here just a bit. Hook going to sail wide. As Root gale forces the stun that comes out. Okay, asleep here onto Peanut. Could be huge. There's that burst I was talking about. And that's going to give control of the pit over to the side of Live Sandbox. Able to lock down that Mountain Drake. And more poke coming out here. Fate literally trying to single-handedly carry his team back into the game as Effort now going to get that engaged down onto Bay. And they do chase them off the objective, so...
Of this Drake, and they're just trying to rush it down with the clear time they have, and they're probably going to get it.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get this one here. Smited down by Peanut, and all of a sudden, Root gets caught out. This is messy. For the side of Live Sandbox, over the wall comes Rich. That's going to be another one of them poked out from the get-go here, so now 5-on-3.
Sheldon's just added more of these to his turret collection this game. He grabs another one on his way to this inhibitor. Isn't able to get the inhibitor turrets. Kellen's going deep!
Kellen trying to add some more Pog votes if he didn't already have enough. Although, did they just overextend here? Nice play once again coming in. Effort desperately trying to get in there and do it, but not able to do too much. They're at least able to get the one kill. At this point, we'll see if he can get it back later on in the fight. That's going to be the kill going to actually Duckdom on the side of Nongshim here, as I don't know what that solar flare was. Now Effort is just going to have to flash away. In goes Krako, is able to get a huge Gore Drinker stack there, but even the bullet time not really able to do much. Summit coming in here, and everybody on the side of Live Sandbox just filtering in one by one. This is not what you want to see if you are a Live Sandbox fan, as the rest of the members super low, and it looks like Nongshim might just look for the ends now.
Yeah, it looks like this is just going to be a good old GG at the end of this game. No light at the end of the tunnel anymore for Live Sandbox, even after that one incredible fight from Fate. There is just simply no way out. Too indecisive. Nongshim again out-rotating, out-macroing with this Aphelios pick, getting tons of turret plates early. Very impressive macro game once again.
Absolutely. GG comes through as Nongshim do take a big...
You're going to have Samira, who's going to be able to do very well there. The mid Silas has been a pretty big favorite against the Zoe, historically speaking, so don't mind that one at all for Bay.
Yeah, the mid Silas as a choice into the Zoe. He's played it before, obviously very comfortable on the pick. Some really good ones. Brand has got a good one, where you just like kind of hop back, because, you know, you're throwing your fire on the ground and you can spam it, so you just Rocco's really trying to get aggressive, and it looks like he wants to go into the bottom lane. Here we get the knock-up on a Kellen. Do they have that burst damage? The flash will come in, and Kellen, extremely tanky, as you mentioned, is going to survive, and now Effort has to flash away as Peanut makes his way in, and nobody's actually going to die here, and this is his mid-priority. Fate going to come down here and be annoying, but we'll see if he can actually get anything done from this.
The biggest winner is Bay right now. We could actually take a breath.
Ooh, Fate's going really aggressive here. Krako finally comes in. Was it just a bait all the time? Yes, it was. First Blood comes in as my cat jumps on the desk, and Duckdom might be jumping down as well. That's going to be 2 kills to the side of Live Sandbox, as they totally destroy them there down on that roam from the mid lane priority.
You know, how this continues is Effort once again going to be aggressive.
Oh, man. Duckdom here with no summoners gets popped on, but actually Effort is the one that overextends, and now he's going to get burst down, but Root hitting level 6 and doing insane damage to Kellen there, showing that huge team fighting ability from the Samira. Knockup coming down onto the Gnar. Bay has to flash away, actually avoids the collateral damage, but at the same time, Peanut coming in here says, well, I'm just going to go forward. I have to get this Rift Herald anyway. Going to be looking for the kill onto the Zoe. Does not come through. So in the mid lane and also the jungle, as Krako was helping out down there, but a nice lockdown onto Effort. He gets caught here as opening up from the backside is the Jhin. They're going to lock him down, and now coming in pretty late here is Fate, trying to bait for the rest of his team to come in, and will he be able to do so again? Yes, he will, as Fate comes in, but actually gets booped down by Rich, who will pick up the kill, but now Root getting into the fight, trying to build up to that S-Class, and there he is going to build up to it, but now trying to pick up that kill onto the Rel. He will finally do it, as Rich will go down to the side of Root, and Root will come down and try to finish off Peanut, and should be able to double kill going the way of Samira, as Root is popping off in this game.
Stand there, and who was trying to link with.
Yeah.
I think Peanut in this case.
This is not looking too good. 2v5. Duckdom trying to turn it on to Root, see what he can get done. You can see Kellen desperately trying to sacrifice his life in hopes of saving Duckdom, or at least buying some time, as one final shot, and that's going to be an extra kill to Root. So, not really reading the map.
They're just always out-rotating their opponents and trying to trade better. This is a bad spot.
Not again. They're going to get caught here underneath their turret, as that's going to be another kill onto the Jhin.
Might be more, because his turret's dead.
Yeah, Kellen's just going to die too. He's going to try to flash and make it over to Bay, but that was really desperate. He was never getting out there, and now lane, as I say that, though, they are going to be looking for a dive onto Summit, as the Ragnarok comes in here. Bay taking a lot of damage early on. Do they have the damage to burst through Ornn? Yes, they do. So a nice little trade back from the side of Nongshim.
Given the situation, He's got a little bit of extra mobility here with that pickup too.
Oh, Nongshim trying to get in here and force it with the Mega Gnar. Can they try to burst down this Ornn before he gets anything done? Does get the triple knockup, does the Ornn, but he does go down. Rich rather, trying to boop some heads into the wall, but Rich is going to go down, and now there's not much of a front line to the side of Nongshim, as, oh man, Duckdom just immediately gets one-tapped on the backside.
He's like, wait, I forgot about you?
Yeah, ooh. Oh, not quite. Well, here comes
Nongshim but they still were able to reconsolidate with that teleport coming in from Bay, and the idea was there, but unfortunately the execution a little bit weak.
Yeah, now they're just getting burst down underneath the turrets. The Samira goes in, and you can see that Rich is desperate to get a flank and actually kills the Zoe somehow. So, nicely done, I suppose, but he is a bit alone, as everybody else in his backline is just being shred to pieces here, as he'll just have to
at a pretty aggressive angle.
Well, Nongshim, the one good thing about them is that, they're not just going to sit back and die. They will go down fighting. And that's exactly what they're trying to do here. They want to go for the fight. They're looking for the Ornn again. They're going to deny that ultimate coming in here, but do they have the damage as Root is going to get another kill and immediately just shreds that front line down. Doesn't really look like Nongshim have a chance in this one at all, as the Cloud Drake going to be... Peanut's like, just wait up, guys. I'm going to take this inner turret. Don't worry. I'll be there eventually. As the Ornn ultimate gonna knock up Kellen as he just disappears again. And, man, there are just so many super fed members on the side of Live Sandbox at this point in time. Rich trying to get it done. The Silas goes 100 to 0 in about 0.3 seconds. As that's going to be a double kill over to the side of Root. And, again, like I said, Nongshim at least make it fun. They're not going to go down without a fight. But at the end of the day, they did die 28 times. And that is going to be the win, going to the side of Live Sandbox, as they will tie up the series.
Yeah, very much a different Zoe game here for Fate. It was a highlight reel for him throughout the entirety of that game. Ace instead, and I think it's still solid, but it doesn't give you that tanky front line that's going to help keep Zoe alive. But as we've seen with Zoe in the past, it's not always about frontline that makes her valuable. It's about controlling the vision, having that ward control, and honestly just being ahead makes it so much easier. Rocco going to push up here to look for something, and then as Rich plays safe, he's going to look for this Rift Herald.
He's dead. Yeah, just like that. First blood going to go the way of Summit. Keep in mind, he also tried the enemy jungle. We're going to have a nice rotation up to the top side. And here we go. Lateral damage coming out, and this is this poke already coming out here in this game. Effort taking a lot of aggro under that turret a little bit too early, I would say. But the teleport comes in either way from Bay, and that is going to help out. That's a little bit confusing to me. Yeah, he's going to get his item, and perhaps he really wants it for this team fight. That's what I would imagine. His team is probably saying, okay, we got to back. We got to get these items because we have a big fight coming in here, and Peanut just going to get taunted up. Big knockup coming from Kellen, but the two of them are just out on a life raft, and they're going to be sunk right here. Double kill goes the way of Summit, who is 3-0.
And then things just get harder and harder for Nongshim after that.
Alright, they're going to force that arcane shift, and they have Kroko down here as well. They're going to burn that Unbreakable Will from the Alistair as Flash comes in response. That teleport is about 17 years late. Not really going to help out there.
That was the time where they needed to be aggressive. Kroko, speaking of which, going to step over the line.
Okay, this is a nice little play. Kroko, though, is going to be able to get away. Effort saving his nice, beautifully. But there it is. Bay finally pops off with a massive scatter the weak. He gets 3 kills. And here comes Summit. He's angry. Gets the 1, but that is a pretty clean ace. As extending very
too aggressive. No objective to fight over there. And just getting too overzealous. So Nongshim finding their way into a team fight they didn't even necessarily need.
Well, I guess Skellen is dead.
Okay.
So Jace is still unbelievably fed in this game, and not really have to deal with that siege. And let's see how this one's going to go. Peanut trying to get on top of Summit. They find him on the bottom side, and that's a nice amount of damage onto Kroko as well. That Unbreakable Will in the backside doing some work as Bay, they may have overextended here as opening up is the Jhin. No more Unbreakable Will. And the siege turret that is Fate over the wall right now is huge, as finally that Alistair is going to go down. Summit looking for those accelerated shock blasts over the wall. And that was almost it for Nongshim. They almost just had the damage to take out Summit, but at the end of the day, just not able to extend far enough and get the kills.
Well,
I love Jonas Strong, man. He's showing us all the important stuff. A dead Syndra on the ground, as it looks like some damage done at the blue buff, as now Rich is just caught here. He is surviving for quite a while, but doesn't seem to be too much damage just yet.
No way to fight this anymore. We'll watch this again. This is actually Bay. Wait, did he get executed? No way.
Does he die to the blue buff? Oh, it's the wolves!
He actually dies to the Merc Wolf there. Okay. Wow.
Oh no!
Wow.
Not like this. Oh, man. See what they can get done here. Some opening up coming out from the Jin. The True Shot Barrage actually misses there on the backside, and Noshim actually being given a lot of respect as they just come in and take it down. They're going to look to burst down the Jin, and they will be able to, in fact. So a nice little pick there. Now Effort going to be totally caught on the backside. Peanut incredibly tanky, and actually fighting front to back here is Liv Sandbox. Just the scraps being picked off the ground one by one, and now Noshim.
It's a lot more difficult to team fight with Zoe. It's a lot more difficult to actually get that damage done consistently, especially when waves are pushing down your base. Like, you can't even poke anybody because the minions are in the way. You're struggling to find value, and Duckdom just stole his way back into this game by collecting minions. He's got a huge gold lead, as you pointed out earlier. They just want to end the game right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they can. I mean, there's a nice amount of wave clear on the side of Liv Sandbox. Obviously, Baron is going to try to help them on the push for Noshim, but we'll see what they can do here. You can see Effort, the one frontliner. He's going to get a taunt onto Peanut, but that's not enough. One turret is going to go down. Effort's getting chunked out here. Duckdom is just going wild on the front line, and it looks like Noshim just opened it up here, and they are going to take the win in a very close Game 3. 10-7 at 30 minutes, but Noshim find a way back in with a massive engage.
Very, very close.
Really nice.
For the side of Noshim there, and I mean, it